Hi everybody, this is Julie with Just Julie, and today we are going to be learning how to flood cookies. And basically flooding cookies is when you see those really pretty decorated cookies, that is called flooding. So let's get started here. I have 4 cups of powdered sugar. I've sifted it, and I definitely recommend sifting when it comes to doing the frosting. I think it's important. It will be more fluid-like when you're putting it through trying to pipe it, so I just think it's important to do that. So anyway, 4 cups that are sifted, and the next thing you're going to do is 2 tablespoons of something called Color Flow Mix. I got this at Michael's. So I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons into there, and the next thing is a 1/4 cup of water. So let's add that here. And then I'm just going to mix it, and then we'll come back after I have this all mixed, and we're going to kind of play around with it, and I'll show you what I'm looking for here. So just going to mix it, and we'll come back when it's all done mixing. Okay, so this is what it looks like after I've put a 1/4 cup of water in here, and it's definitely not enough. It's way too thick. How this is kind of just slowly dripping off this. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. I'll probably add like 1.5 tablespoons of water. I'll mix it up, and then we'll see where we're at after this. Okay, so here is what the other 2 tablespoons or 1.5 tablespoons that I put in, and it's still looking pretty thick to me, so I'm going to keep adding a little bit more. So you kind of just add just like a tablespoon at a time. You keep stirring it, and then I'll show you what the consistency looks like. So I'm going to keep adding another tablespoon and keep adding it, and then when I get to the right consistency, we'll come back. Okay, I think this consistency looks good to me. If I can lean this over just a little bit and kind of zoom in on this and show you what I'm looking for. You're kind of looking for this to definitely flow off of here nicely. You can see the nice steady stream. And then when you look inside of here, it kind of holds its shape just for a little bit, but then it'll start mellowing out into it and kind of lose its shape, if that makes any sense. So it'll hold its shape just for a little bit and then smooth out in the rest of the mixture. So that's what you're looking for. So now we're going to go ahead to the next step and start adding color to it. Okay, so our next step is adding color, and I want to show you the 2 differences here. This was available at Michael's, and this is Wilton color, and they have so many different colors, and I think it's around like $2.99 for these or $2.49 for these. But I also found these at my grocery store, and this is the same kind of gel food coloring, and it showed that they used them on cookies. And this was like $4.99 for all of these, for 4 different colors. And of course you can blend the different colors to make different shades of other colors too. So what I'm going to need, because I'm doing baby bottles, is I need a little bit of yellow. So I'm going to add a touch of yellow. And the yellow that they showed in the picture wasn't a bright yellow. It was kind of just a really faint yellow. So I'm hoping just to make this a kind of a faint yellow, although this is starting to look like a bright yellow. So I may have to, I'm going to have to add some more white into here to kind of mellow out the color tone. And for next time, that tells me I need to not add so much color into that. So now what I need is a pink color as well. This is going to be for a baby girl. So now I'm going to add less of this, just knowing that just a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just going to maybe just do that much and see if I can get a pink color out of this. So let's see here. Keep stirring this all up here. Okay, mix that up. That's super cute. Okay. Alright, so that pink to me still looks too bright. So if you do end up doing too bright, then you start adding some of your white to it to change the color. So let me get some white. So here's some white that I have, and I'm just going to add this to here. And I'm going to add some white over here because I really want it to be a light pink and definitely a light yellow. I needed white as well, but I'm going to have to make some more because I overdid this for the color, which is a bummer, but what are you going to do, right? Whoops, sorry, I just bumped the camera there. Okay, so there's that. So I will use this spatula here to change this, hopefully, to a nice pale yellow, not necessarily a Sesame Street yellow. I need more of a pale yellow color. Let's see here. This looks better, I think. Yeah, that's a better color. It's not so bright. So there we go. Okay, I'm liking that. I think that looks really good. Let's move on to this pink and hopefully make this a nice lighter pink here. So I'm just going to keep mixing it all in here. There we go. That's a great pink. I love that. Okay, so now we have pink and yellow. And of course I'm going to need to do another batch to do the white. But let me show you how this goes now. You're going to take a cup. You're going to add, this is just the way to get this filled nice and easy. You're going to add one of these little Wilton bags that I have here inside your cup here. This just makes it really nice and easy to fill. So I am going to fill the pink into here, and then I'm going to fill the other yellow into the other one, and then we will come right back. Okay, so that you see what the final project looks like here. This is the cookie, and then you add the yellow at the top for the nipple, then the pink, and then the white. So here are my cookies that I baked right here. And you're allowed to bake them and keep them in the freezer for up to 3 months. However, I would probably say keep them in an airtight container for a month. I don't think I would do them for a full 3 months, but anyway, I have heard before that you could do them for 3 months. But a month sounds pretty good to me. So I looked this up on Pinterest, and what you do, so here are my little containers all wrapped up, and you need to slice off the tip of this pretty thinly. So I am just going to slice off just a tiny little bit, because you can always slice off more, just like you guys saw me do with the color. I should have started out lighter, and then you can always do more. So what you do is do it uniform. In other words, I'm going to add the pink part to all of these right here and do all of the pink part. And then I'm going to go back and do all of the yellow part. And then I'm going to go back and do all the white part. So that gives us time to dry in between. So let's just start with the pink part. Make sure you guys can see me. Let me do this one here just to make sure that you can see me. So it's got kind of a rounded little, kind of an oval area here. So I'm just going to do that, and then you can go back and forth, around in a circle, around in a circle, and then it fills it in here. And then you can take a toothpick if you want, and then you can get it to come together. Like, see, you'll see some parts that aren't fully on the corner there. Do you see that? What I do too is I shake mine just a touch, not a lot, but just a touch. And then it'll work out too. So sometimes you can use a toothpick if you need, sometimes you don't. I have used it sometimes, but a lot of times I found out I could just kind of shake it just a little bit, and then it'll fill in all the little spots there. I want to make sure that you guys, this is hard to look at the camera and do this at the same time. I don't know if you can see my hands, so let me see if I can move this up a little. I want to make sure you guys can watch me do this. Let's see here. Sorry for all the rigmarole here. I want to see if I'm in a good position. Maybe I'll do this one here so you guys can kind of see me. So you just kind of do it in a circle here. You squeeze really lightly. You don't need to squeeze super hard because this comes out really well. And I notice there's a few spots that are missed, and if that's the case, you just go back over it here. There we go. So I'm just keep going around and around and around in circles here until you fill up the inside. And once you fill up the inside, you can shake it if you need. I do see a little bubble in the middle, or a little, there we go. I'm noticing that doesn't look very straight. So if you notice it doesn't look very straight, you can just add another little layer to the outside there. There, that looks better to me. So there's the bottle part, the little cap that'll screw on. And now I'm just going to go do these over here. And then when I do the yellow part, we'll come back. And when I do the white part, we'll come back. So you can kind of see all the different steps all put together here. Okay, these have been drying for about 45 minutes. So now we're ready to move on to the yellow color to start doing the nipple on the bottle. So I'm just going to trim just a little bit of this again. Just start really small because you can always cut bigger. So just start small, and let's get started here. I'm just going to add it the same way that I did before. So you just take a small little line, and then you go around to the top, and then you just start filling it in again, just like you did with the other one. You just go in circles and circles and circles until you meet up at the end there. You may need to shake it just a little bit to kind of get it all smoothed out. There we go. And then I'm noticing a little bit of a gap here in between the pink and the yellow. So I'm just going to add just a tiny little layer to kind of tie that all in here. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done the white the same way. I've cut off a tiny little tip at the end here, and we're just going to do it the same way. And what I like about the suggestion on Pinterest to do the pink first was that hardened and created a nice little barrier between the yellow and the white. So it was a really good idea to do the pink first. It was not my original idea, but I just followed what someone else suggested to do, and now it makes sense why they suggested to do that. So now I'm just going to go around with the white the same way we've done the pink and the same way that we've done the yellow. You're just going to go around in a circle like this, create a nice little barrier to put the liquid. So you just make kind of a little wall, and then you're going to keep filling it in. That's kind of what we've done with the other ones too. With the pink one, we went around in a circle, made a little wall, and then you start filling the walls in with a bunch of little circles inside of it, and you just keep going until the very end. If you need to shake it or use a toothpick, whatever you like. I personally prefer the shake method, so that's what I prefer. So I'm going to keep doing this because this is going to take a little while to fill this all in. So I'm going to keep doing this, and then we'll come back when it's all done so you guys can see what the little baby bottle looks like all finished here. Okay, so here is what these look like with the white added to it, and I think these are turning out so incredibly cute. I love the way they look. There's a little more detail that I need to add to it, so I'll show you that in the next video here. Okay, and this is the last step that you do here, which kind of looks, and this is optional, but anyway, I did kind of look like baby bottle fill lines with a tiny little heart. And so I'll show you how to do that. I've got a Wilton bag and a size 2 tip, and then this is actually my first time using a Wilton bag with a tip. Normally I just use just those other plastic bags I showed you guys before that I cut off. But this, because I knew I needed to make these fine lines, I wanted something really precise, and this works really well. So let me show you how to do this one here. So let me try this again. I'm going to do an L shape again, all the way down here, and then all the way over this way. Go back on itself, there we go. And you're going to do a line across here, back on itself, a line here, go this one a little bit longer, back on itself, and the one up here, and then back on itself. Okay, and then you're going to do one dot here, you'll do one dot here, you're going to bleed into that one, and then you're going to V that down like that. So that's going to end up looking like a cute little heart. So that is it for now. When I come back, they'll dry again. What you need to do is dry these overnight, and then I'll show you all them bagged up super cute. So this is the final, how they ended up looking, the cute little cookies. And I will say this. So when I showed you guys this on the video, how cute they turned out, you would not believe this, but the pink color blended into the yellow color. And so if these look a little bit lighter than what you saw on the previous video, I had made those other ones on the video about 3 weeks ago, and the color blended, so I had to redo them all over again. And so what I've learned is I made the pink, first of all, I did it lighter so that it has less chance of the colors blending into each other and they're more closer to each other in color. Secondly, when I did the pink, I waited for the pink to dry overnight, and then I went and did the white, and then I went and did the yellow, and then I went and did the white on top of this. So anyway, just, you know, I'm still new to this cookie decorating thing, so I'm learning. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you what I learned so I can hopefully prevent you guys from having to remake yours. So here's a little pink tulle that I have. And I'm just going to tie a little bow around here so we can make these look super cute. I just got these little bags at Michael's, so I think they work really well. I'm just going to tie a tiny little bow here, which is really sweet. And then I'll kind of fix my little bow. There we go. So cute. And now I made this little tag here that says congratulations. Isn't that sweet? And that's from the Scrappy Mom stamp. And I do have a little pin here. So I am just going to push this inside of here and then attach my sweet little tag that says congratulations. And I think this is going to just be such a cute little thing. I think I'm really going to like the way that this turned out. So isn't that so sweet? I love it. So there is my completed little cookie project. I hope you guys have enjoyed this and definitely give these cookies a try. They're pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Oh, I do have some exciting news. So Michael's right now, if you go onto the Michael's website, they're offering 60 days of a lot of their online classes for free. So you just have to sign up and provide a debit or credit card. And so what I did, I signed up, did a debit or credit card, then you can go right back in and cancel it and you still get your 60 days for free. So as soon as I signed up, I went right back in, I canceled it, so they're not going to charge my card. And my card didn't get charged to begin with because it wasn't supposed to charge you till the end of the 60 days. So I just canceled it. So here I am getting all these tutorial videos from Michael's, and it's everything that you can imagine, knitting, crafting, cookies, cakes, everything that you can imagine, all free for 60 days. So anyway, hop on that and join in on the fun, and maybe you guys can learn some fun new things too. So hope you guys have a great day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.